What is no longer around that used to be around that you loved and that you probably missed the most?
A couple of the restaurants, like the Hibachi was a great place to go. Man, was that good. The best artichokes in town.
And he just passed away, as we talked
Frank,
about.
Yeah, he was a grumpy old guy, but he was cool, La Villa was a really good Mexican restaurant. It was owned by a family, a Mexican family, and we would go in there as teenagers, and they would, they'd give us beer. Not give us beer, they'd sell us beer.
Right.
They never carded us. And you could eat for a couple bucks and get drunk, with all the guys.
Right.
That's an interesting story about that is there was a Mexican family, and then as time went on, they'd hire new busboys, and they hired this white guy as a busboy. And then he started dating one of the daughters. That was one of the servers, real beautiful girl, one of the daughters of the family.
Right.
And they ended up getting married, going on their own, and starting their own Mexican restaurant, which is El Gringo.
Oh.
Yeah. El Gringo, the original one is across from where Critters is, right?
Right.
And that was called the Denim Duck. It was a breakfast place. And then they started the Mexican restaurant there. It was the same exact menu and taste of La Villa. So if you go to El Gringo, there's still stuff on there that will bring you back 30 years to when La Villa was here.
Remember taking Uber to the beach when you were a kid?
Look in our lifetimes and what's happening.
Right. Look at our lifetime.
The changes are incredible. Well, heck, you look
I
at
think it'll be good.
Look at the phones. And when we were growing up, and we would watch Get Smart, and you'd have the shoe phone. You can have a shoe phone. That's a possibility.
I love that.
I actually got one of those things. Chief Max.
Here's a good one. Manhattan Beach Boulevard downtown, right?
Lamar. The Kettle's classic.
Kettle's a classic.
Yep. Well, Manhattan Sports, David Levin ran a shop there that was there for years and years and years. I can't remember what was before that. What was before there was a gas station in Texaco.
Texaco downtown. Imagine this thing.
And then we had the Safeway here, which is now Avon's.
Right.
There were some good nightclubs over here. 12th Street was a big one when we were kids. Over here was California. Not California. What was the name of that place? Manhattan Coolers. It was a cool place over here on the north side of Manhattan Beach Boulevard, which was a go-to place when we were young.
We'll switch subjects a little bit here.
Okay.
A pet peeve.
Bad manners.
Yeah.
You let that guy walk across the street there. Just a nice little wave. Thanks, man. Driving around here is tight. So you pull to the side and let someone get through.
Yeah.
And the guy drives on, he doesn't, hey, thanks, man. That's what you're looking for. And it's like, golly,
Look at this. The rapid, you guys can't see it. It says no left-hand turns. We are all backed up because guess what? Someone's trying to go left.
Yeah, bad manners.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm still a Van Morrison kind of guy, and Neil Young and some of the old '70s stuff. But
is that what your band plays?
We play a lot of. We were very eclectic.
Okay.
What we play across the board.
If I come, will you do a Vanilla Ice cover?
Ice Baby. I do that in my office all the time when I'm telling patients, "Hey, come on."
What is my next step? Ice Baby.
Ice Baby. Vanilla Ice. Yeah. But the music is an interesting thing. I got into it late. I completely suck, and our band is good. It really is.
Right.
They're Miles Pritzcat and
I hear a lot of good. Yeah.
Lee Hudspeth, Mike Lee, the architect.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy Cowherd and my brother Mark, and those guys are good. And I can hide behind those guys because I play the harmonica and do background singing.
Right.
And I'm having a blast with it. It's so much fun. It's really hard, but I absolutely suck. Those poor guys put up with my. We've been recording stuff at practice, and I'm like, oh, my ears are bleeding. It's terrible.
They give you your own little room.
Yeah, the little.
Yeah, Derek, you just sit right in there. We're recording you.
We're recording on the soundboard, bringing it down to 0.
Do you do the Catalina anymore?
No, man. I should, but I've done it, and it's almost like I've done it and I've checked it off, and I'm like, I've moved on.
Right.
Did some epic paddles all over the world, the English Channel and.
Wow, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You paddled the English Channel?
Yep, we paddled that, the Straits of Gibraltar. I paddled from Cuba to Florida.
You kidding me?
No, you didn't know that stuff?
I didn't know that stuff.
Oh, yeah. That was 10 years of fun. And Tim Ritter was a big spearhead of getting us going on that stuff.
Right.
But we just said, what would we like to do? So we named some just epic channels.
Wow.
Like I said, the English Channel, we circumnavigated Manhattan Island. We went across the Straits of Gibraltar.
You're kidding me? This is awesome.
I know, it's cool. It was really cool. It was fun. We paddled Loch Ness.
No way! Yeah. You paddled the Loch Ness?
Yeah. Didn't see
nothing creeped up on you? Did you ever get spooked?
Not in the water, but in the bars. I had a couple of them. Pretty gnarly monsters in some of those Irish or Scottish bars. We went across. We paddled from Ireland to Scotland, went across the North Sea, which was gnarly.
How cold is that?
It's freezing ass. It's the coldest water I've ever been. Yeah.
Yeah. You have a wetsuit on, or is it
We had a
just
full
you?
wetsuit. We had hats, and then got in the water, and it was so cold that luckily the guy on the boat had surgeon's gloves, just those rubber gloves.
Yeah.
And bit the tips off so the water would flow out, but it gave enough.
Oh,
As we got closer to Scotland, the water warmed up, but it was so cold. Just off of Belfast, we started right off of Belfast and paddled across.
So, did you ever get onto a paddle where you couldn't finish? You're like, this is just.
Well, what happened in Cuba? Cuba is a half an hour story, but we started in Key West and started going across.
Right.
And long story short, it fell apart. And then when we were in Cuba enjoying ourselves,
There was
Mike
no
Lee-
guns involved.
No guns involved, no cigars. Mike Lee said, we have boats, we have boards, let's go back. And so 4 guys rallied, Mike Lee, Jeff Horn, myself, and Mike O'Shaughnessy.
Right.
And we did a relay from Cuba back 100 miles.
Wow.
Started at 1 in the morning right at Havana Harbor and ended up in Key West 8 o'clock the next night.
Oh man, you've
19 hours.
You've lived a great life.
You
have
like
lived
I
a
said,
great life.
I'm blessed. I really am blessed. I'm in a good spot. My wife now, and kids, and
Yeah.
life is good, man. I'm such a lucky person.
Derek, thank you so much for
Brad,
coming on the
thank
show.
you, man. I'm
What a pleasure.
Great show.
We're gonna have you back on again too.
Awesome.
Too much fun to not.